Hi everyone, I'm doing a quick video on how to use this awesome resource, the World History Project. You're using it for the Week 1 Assessment 1, Unit 5 document-based question, which is evaluate the most significant causes of the partition of Africa into colonies from 1880 to 1914. So once you've done your research on that, read the materials, written your essay in a Google Doc, you want to submit it to the World History Project. This is how you do that. You click on this link in Canvas, and it'll take you to oerproject.com. I am almost certain that you've already signed up for this program, but if you haven't, let me give you a code. Write this code down, 4JZEWS, if you haven't, but most, I pretty much guarantee all of you have. So let's see what it looks like. You use your school email address. And then your year, right? 2023. At tsd9k12.org. Make sure you type that in right and have no typos. And then you put in your password. If you do not remember your password, click on this Forgot Your Password. Take their recommended password and save it so that you don't have to do this again. Let's see if I can remember mine. Yes, remembered it. All right, super cool. So the link goes directly to Unit 5 because that's the unit we're on. This is the title of the unit. It's about imperialism, or the desire to, the policy to control other lands, and colonialism, what you do when you control them. So down at the very bottom, you'll see this Score DBQ 5 tab, and it says Start. I'm going to scroll back up a little bit so you can see that. It's in Unit 5.3, Responses to Colonialism. Okay, so you click on this, and I know we rushed through this unit. There's all this cool stuff. Check out all these cool resources that you can look at in your spare time for kicks. I think about so many of the lessons that I usually do that we weren't able to do this trimester, and it makes me sad. So click on the Start button. This program, Revision Assistant, is amazing. Really, you guys are going to love it. I agree to the terms of service. And then click Enter here. Then you'll see this Start Writing tab. Here's the prompt and the directions. Make sure you read that. Here are the documents. There's 7 documents. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at all of these documents. With this prompt in your mind, evaluate or weigh the most significant causes, why and how, Africa was split up into colonies in 1880 to 1914. Now you'll see it says copy here. I encourage you to do this. Copy it, create a Google Doc. Let me scoot this up here. I always go to this little Sudoku kind of grid there and always title your documents so you don't lose them, right? Okay, so there's your prompt. Evaluate the most significant causes of the partition of Africa into colonies. Write your 5-paragraph essay, paragraph 1 at a minimum. It'd be great if you wrote a 10-paragraph essay in an hour, but you're going to try to write this in no more, time yourself and write this in no more than an hour. Paragraph 2, 3, 4, and 5 is your conclusion. So paragraph 2 might talk about one cause, paragraph 3 talks about another cause, paragraph 4 might talk about a third cause. It could also talk about something that other people might think is a cause of colonization that you really don't think is a cause. So a counterclaim type paragraph. And of course, if you want to keep going, you just keep going and write more paragraphs. Then down at the very bottom, you always want to include works cited. So at a minimum, include this. And you can use the sources that are in these documents as part of your works cited. So look down here. This is a source. Boom. Copy this. Copy. And if you talked about document 6 in your paper, you would put it down here like this. And then within the document, say you're talking about document 6, the graph about imports and exports. So that was an economic reason. So an economic reason for the partition of Africa, blah, with H, blah, blah. In document 6, so-and-so states, and then maybe you put a quote in here, blah, blah, blah. What this means, therefore, Africa made a lot of money off palm oil until England or until the European nations took Africa over. So I don't know, something like that, right? So then you have your paragraph 5. In the body of the document, you're citing documents like this. And then at the bottom, you cite it like this. And so at the end of the quote, you put EWOUT, like that. Or you can write document 6. You can write document 6 right now. So that's how you cite it. So you finish your whole document like this. This is my document I created. Then when I'm finished with it, I copy it. I'm not going to get a very good score because I haven't written much. And I go back into here and I click on the Start Writing. Do not paste it into your document like I'm doing right now. Do not paste it in until you've written the whole essay. Okay, so here I have a document that I just typed up really quickly. And I'm going to paste it into the Revision Assistant program. And once you've done that, make sure you have your conclusion, because it's going to give you lousy feedback down here if you don't have your conclusion written yet. But once you have it, if you're satisfied with it, you want to request a signal check. Oh, and there's also this little, so let's do the signal check first. Hopefully it'll give me, oh, I got out the gate. So this is really exciting. If you get at least a 1 bar, that means you're emerging as a historian. I'm emerging as a historian on my claim, my analysis. My organization's a little better, so it likes the fact that I have 5 clear paragraphs with transitional phrases, and my language needs work. Okay, so you click on this. It'll tell you specific information about how to fix your claim. And then when you scroll through the document, it'll tell me where my claim is good and where it needs more work. Okay, it also, here's a notice that down here, right now I'm not doing proofread mode, but once I finish editing, wait till you're finished editing, then click on the proofreader and it'll help you with your proofread mode. So I'm going to click on Got It on that. And we'll take a look. So then you look through each of these tips. If I click on this, it'll tell me more about the claim. It gives me tips. And then when you fix the problem, you click on this little button here. I took care of that. But don't click on that until you've taken care of the problem. Okay, so this is kind of a to-do list of things that you have to fix before you turn it in. Here's a tip that it's giving me about language. Here's a tip that it's giving me about evidence. It probably doesn't like blah, blah, blah. All right, so your goal at the end of this trimester is to get a level 3 if you're in a regulars class, or a level 4 if you're in an honors class. All right. Let's see. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, and then after you've finished, if you turn this on, it'll give you proofreading advice. I'm not as fond of the proofreading mode for this program as I am for Google, but I always think it's good to get different perspectives. So there you go. That's some feedback about, oh, and then when you're all done, so I'm finished proofreading, then you click on this button down here. You have to click on this turn it in button when you're done, okay? And just click send. You don't have to send me a message. And then it'll say something like, congratulations, you're done. Make sure you use this program, please. It's a super valuable program. It's going to help you with a lot of the challenges you'll face and opportunities you'll face as a in the future after you leave high school. You can keep writing after you've edited it and turned it in. Even after you've turned it in, you can go back and you can revise it. If you choose to revise it, it's not going to notify me. So if you go back and after you've submitted it, you keep writing, then you want to click on the message that says send your teacher a message, and just send me a message that says I edited my work again, so that if you want to get a higher score, that's how to do it. All right, I'll see you guys later.